What is going on, my amateur mod review watchers? Today we're going to be reviewing the Too Much TNT mod. I am joining you from somewhere in South Dakota this time because I ended up destroying Nebraska. And I decided, well, whatever. We're gonna go far north, and this is where it brought us. I don't have really much of a test area, so my test area is this entire plain. So we're gonna get started with the least lethal TNT, really, so far. Here's times 5 TNT. It doesn't really do much. So as you can see, it didn't really do anything. Like I said, it's really trash. Get rid of it. Alright, next TNT, we have times 20 TNT. Now, for some reason, this version of Minecraft, fly sprinting or sprint flying is slower than this, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do it a safe distance away. Oh my goodness gracious, did you guys see that absolute massive crater? Do you see it? How ridiculous it is. They should have never gave me this much TNT, ever. It's too much. That's why they call it that. That's true. Right, well. You see this hill over here? I don't want to. So let's get rid of this hill. This is times 100. Whoa. That actually got rid of that entire hill. I wasn't actually expecting it to do that. So that's the times 100 TNT. Pretty big. Pretty, you know, like if I had to describe it, you know, like if you that's really how I describe it. Here's times 500. Now we're gonna have to find a really large open area for this, far away from our little spawn zone over here. There's a river over there, but that has like a bunch of trees, and I'm sure they'll get in the way. So how about this small little rise in elevation over here? I know this is going to take a little bit to get here, but whatever. Let's go. Sure hate if it created a bomb. Take a look at this crater. That's this whole area disintegrate. This whole area is about to disintegrate right now. Okay. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah. So there's now another massive crater in the earth. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. So yeah, this is 500 TNT. It's, well, like it says, 500 times faster than regular TNT. I think there's too much to explain with that one, but I believe after this we move into other types of TNT. So we have meteor TNT, which sounds very conspicuous at first. Like it could rain down meteors, or the TNT will become meteors. Well, we're just gonna have to light it off and see what it does. What is that? It's a meteor. Whoa! Check out this crater. We now have like 4 different. Whoa! I didn't ask for that. What is that? Whoa! There's like a little aftershock right there. Okay, yeah, we've already like totaled that entire area, so we're gonna have to go over there with our next TNT. That was pretty good. I like that one. Here's flat TNT. Now, unlike the other ones here that like puts a crater into the ground, this is probably just gonna get rid of everything off a certain Y level. So say for example, I don't like these blocks that are just hanging around. Well, let's get rid of them then. See? So it just flattens everything in a couple blocks here, a couple chunks. Very useful if you don't like mountains. I can say that, as I'm sure. I don't have really too many mountains around here, so I can't really tell you. Here's mining flat TNT. I cannot guarantee you what this one does or why, so we're just gonna have to test it out. Whoa! Just turn this whole entire area into like a strip mine above ground. Hey, it does give you free torches though. That's free torches right there. If you want free torches, you use the mining flat TNT. I don't know what the officer's doing. Oops. I'm not quite sure I missed that. No big deal. Just got rid of my flint and steel. Compact TNT. And I know that whatever this thing is going to bring immense joy to the creatures of this land, as everything else we have done here has. Go, go, compact TNT. Whoa, hey, 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 hey. There's more TNT in that TNT. There's 50% more TNT in your TNT with that one. Definitely good for something, I guess. Alright, so now, unlike every other TNT which has destroyed something, we're now gonna use a TNT which will build something. This will build us a house. Very good if you don't like building houses yourself, I guess. Whereas it's very primitive, but you go in and it has, well, it has a crafting table, and that's really all you can give it. But it does have glass, and there's only a couple sources of sand around here, so it's definitely gonna be a lot easier. All right, next up, everybody. Next up, we have the Woodhouse TNT, which is just like the one we just used, but this one different because this house will be made out of wood. I think one of these comes with a bed too. Oh, it was this one. Don't mind the gap here. So this one comes with not only a crafting table, but a furnace and a bed. So, you know, you don't have a chest, but still like your essentials for the first couple nights. Keep in mind, I don't know if these things have crafting recipes or not. All I know is that it's pretty cool. Let's build us a brick house now, right? Wolf can't huff and puff this thing down. Oh, hey, look, this one does come with a chest. Well, there you go. And it has a carpet. Now, if this isn't superior living, I don't know what is. Far vastly superior to any of these other houses. This one is definitely the one to use. It's the best house TNT in the world. Next one. We have fire TNT, which I'm sure sounds very spectacular indeed. Forget fireworks. This is firework bombs, I'm assuming. Something like that. Let's see. You guys might want to watch out. Oh, they just put fire everywhere. That's crazy. Well, this will definitely, it's definitely going to clear all that pesky grass. So we'll leave it to its own devices. We've already created a glorious area from all this TNT, but we're not done yet. I only use this one by a riverbank. We have a river right over here. Because I want to see if it freezes the water. It's called snow TNT, so I would think it would freeze the water. But we're going to see, because you never know until you use it. So let's do that. Alright, go gadget snow TNT. Okay, it did not freeze the water, but it did freeze us. Maybe there's an ice TNT. Plus, I don't believe Frostwalker exists in this version. This is 1.7.10, I believe. It might. I don't know. But no worries. Because now we're going to flood an area with this ocean TNT. Now, thankfully, we just happen to have a very convenient crater laying around. And a ravine within this crater. So let's see if this will fill up this little ravine here. It just kind of did whatever. I mean, I guess it filled up the ravine. Most of the ravine, except for that over there. And that in there. But we don't care about those guys, because look at all this water we have just sitting around now. It's a beach party in the ground. I've never seen something like that before. We're not done yet, we're not done. We have multiple TNTs to get through. And this includes Hellfire TNT. What does this do? Thankfully, we have a nice large open area here. That's a decent distance away from everything else. Let's hope it doesn't do anything too drastic. Oh my goodness gracious, man, it's the desert in the overworld, man. Look at all these guys. Oh my goodness. There's water, though. This is Very crazy. Hope you guys don't mind hanging out here. I mean, only in South Dakota, am I right? Only in South Dakota. It's nothing. You're just gonna have to get used to that noise now. Anyway, here's vaporized TNT. Don't ask me what it does, just ask me how we can use it in war. Wait a minute. I have an idea. You'll never know what I'm doing till it's too late. Oh no. I'm coming to a village to see what this does. Oh no. See, this village doesn't have a blacksmith, so honestly it's warranted. Huh. Well, I'm sorry to report, I don't believe that did actually anything at all. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disturbing you, for misleading you with those sounds that made you believe that you were about to die. And I'm sorry for ripping yet another hole in the earth. That's alright though. So we now have some free real estate for anyone who would like to live here next to all of these bomb craters. We're gonna call it, well, I don't know what we're gonna call it. Probably Crater Lake, because there's a lake down there. Ender TNT. Have you ever wanted to live in the end? Of course you do. And we're going to show you exactly how you can live in the end in the overworld without having to do any of that pesky stronghold hunting. Oh. It teleported me. Well, that's alright. Maybe slightly misleading considering what the last one just brought us, but that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I guess if you don't want to kill an Enderman, you can use this TNT. I don't know. Nuclear TNT. So we're gonna revisit that village we just were at. And I think you know exactly what's about to happen. Now, let me make clear that this is not a war crime because this is in Minecraft, okay? This is perfectly normal, perfectly fine, perfectly legal. I will not be held accountable because of a village in Minecraft. Obviously, that's all a joke. But we're gonna see what it does. Anyway, might want to get back for this one. I'm getting worried. Okay, I think I have very much reason to be worried. It actually didn't explode much. It just irradiated everything else. I just ended up dumping like a whole bunch of uranium into this river. So nobody please swim in it like ever again. We now have to speak of this village in past tense as it was a village, but now it's just nothing. Except for this guy, who happened to be extremely lucky and stand on the one particular grass block that didn't get incinerated. So, hooray for you, pal. But you're not gonna have anyone to tell the story about this, so go ahead and just do whatever. Alright, next TNT. Hopefully this next one will create something pretty great looking. You know what I mean? Well, actually, it isn't going to destroy much because this next one is called Digging TNT. It digs a hole, presumably. Diggy diggy hole. I have a nice hill here. Can it dig a hole into my hill? Oh, right. I forgot it does that. It digs a pretty nice hole. There's just nothing that this particular coring sample is bringing up. Let's go back to the area, please. So you have no area we can test this out on over here. And that's what we're going to do. So this is drilling TNT. So presumably it does a lot more and acts probably more like a drill would. Let's see what it does. Huh. Well, this makes a far larger hole. And it went all the way down to bedrock. Went all the way down to bedrock. But that's alright though, because here's iron, redstone, coal, and gold, all at the same place. It's crazy. Similarly so, because I'm pretty sure beneath lakes like this you find diamonds as well. Like here's lapis. Alright, well that's our drilling TNT, thank you very much. Now let's move on to the next one. Ghost TNT. I have literally no clue what this one could do. I know there's a nice set of hills over here calling our names. Are we ready? Let's put this by this thing just in case it happens to do anything with animals. You know what? That one actually didn't do anything at all. It's hard to say it, but I'm going to have to rate this one as a bad TNT because it does not do anything. Unless I'm missing something, which I probably could be. But that would be quite alright anyway, that wouldn't it? Am I right? Am I right? Guess what's next? Multiply TNT. This can only spell good things for the rest of this crater. Who's ready to go down to bedrock? I know I am. Man, shut up with that. Wait, what is this? Sulfur ore. Huh. I actually don't know what this multiplied TNT did because I was so distracted by that, but I'm assuming it just created a hole like every other TNT does. Next. Cubic TNT. I'm assuming this one creates, or not creates, but rather destroys an area that looks like a cube. Let's see if I'm correct. Don't mind the nuclear crater over there, right? That's in the past now, okay? Gonna destroy the server even more. Oh, it actually did create like a little hole, like a cube. You know, it kind of reminds me of dungeons, actually. Like when they spawned in the sand, they used to just be holes in the ground. I don't know if that's still the case, but I know that that's how it was. Around the same time that Popular MMOs is still a regular guy. Anyway, here's erupting TNT. I'm sure this can also only spell good things for the local environment. Woo! Woo! I noticed there's now a large hole in the ground, so maybe it didn't do too many good things for the environment. But that's okay, right? It's only Minecraft. Goodness gracious. Next. Stop again. Hey, uranium. So this created a chemical TNT. This was chemical TNT. I guess it like dissolved the ground like acid. Look, I didn't make the TNTs, okay? I only blew them up. That's what we're gonna have to tell the judge, the international judge. Here's floating TNT. Have you ever wanted TNT to float? I know I have. So let's go ahead and see if it floats. It sure does. So if that doesn't do anything bad. Aw, man, it got rid of the ground. I like how all this fire is still burning out, because this is all netherrack. Hey, that's not... Okay, it is. Huh. So that fire is just going to be burning forever. Hope nobody minds that. This is going to be like that one tourist attraction in Turkmenistan. Alright, here's something more as to what I was looking for earlier. This is called Freeze TNT. Hopefully this finishes the job that Snow TNT promised to me that it would do. Go, my child. Oh, hey, now everything's ice. The flip? Look, I know I said ice TNT. I didn't mean turn everything that was already snow into ice. That's okay. I guess that's what snow biomes are for. You know? But that's okay. I mean, who even really needs solid ground? That's like such a thing of the past. Right, next. Timer TNT. Can you guess by the name what this thing does? Can you guess? Well, you're wrong. Unless you're right. Because it has a timer. And it looks like this. It flashes green. And then it gets more green. And then eventually after a while it might start turning yellow. And then if you're still not out of the radius by yellow, guess what happens? It turns red. And then it blows up. Very cool. It's like, you know, how they have to cut the wires in all the action movies ever. It's kind of like that. Except you can't stop a TNT once it's already been lit, so really it's not like that. Here's reaction TNT. What does it react to? Hopefully this doesn't spawn a YouTube video reactor, because I'd be pretty sad if it did. Oh. Hey! Hey, whoa, don't damage my real estate. Okay. So that created a much larger hole than I was expecting that something called reaction TNT would. Maybe it's because I need to either lower or higher my expectations. I'm not quite sure which. That's okay. Here's animal TNT. See how we already have animals in the area? What will this do to the animals? I wasn't talking to you, fool. Alright, let's see what this does. Now you're gonna die. Oh, you know, it just spawns like every mob in the game. That's cool. Get up on. Is this your chest, bro? Get out! See, now we have everything spawning. That's fine. Sand firework. I got me a sand firework. We're gonna use this on the area that one of our other TNTs previously cleared out. It's probably gonna put some sand down. Oh, it sure did. That's a lot of sand. Yeah, someone please cue the desert music, because it's like 2% desert up in here now. Next! Floating Island TNT. Now, I'm assuming by the name, again, that this one's gonna create as a floating island, which will be pretty cool. Maybe it's like the Skyblock Island, where it's like a little thing, or maybe it's like a big island, where we can only find out and see. It's demanded of us, actually. So I demand my floating island to show up now. What is it? Huh. Wait, what did it actually do? Okay, so it just kind of lifted the whole ground. Like, it copied the ground and then lifted it up. And it took some of this with it. I'm not quite sure why. Other than that, we actually now have a pretty good view of the area we've destroyed. So, that's also another good thing about this floating island. Don't worry though, we're gonna move on to greener pastures, mainly because all the other green in these pastures has been destroyed. Now, of course, I'm still gonna sell these houses at an incredible rate, and market it as a totally real investment, despite the obvious price drops that will be needed. We do not sell nether insurance, so don't ask. So this reminds me, there's a nice big open area over here just waiting to be bombed. So obviously we're gonna indulge, and we're gonna place a TNT right in the middle of this flat area. Alright, show me something. Okay, I didn't mean that. Huh. That actually was super bloody cool, just not if you were an animal. So now we're gonna have to do without that area. It's fine, because I mean there's still some green over here we can destroy if we really want. My focus is probably now gonna be to, what's this direction? North, I guess. The northeast. Nothing wrong with a little gravity TNT, am I right? You could never go wrong with something like this, and because I'm not quite sure what this does, we're just gonna place this down right next to this. We're gonna see if we just start floating or something. Oh, we get pulled in. Huh. It's like a black hole. Oh, my goodness. Nope, it was way crazier than that. I don't know where that sheep went, okay? Don't ask me questions about that either. Where'd you come from? You must have survived the mob TNT, huh? Next. Meteor shower TNT. Yep. I know we're definitely gonna have to go back into this area now. I don't want to disturb our floating island over there, so we're gonna ignore this area. Is this another river? Or is this a lake? I think it's a lake. Okay. I'm gonna put it on the rim. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna put it on the rim of this. We'll just put it over here. This is a nice area. Would sure hate if several TNTs rained down from the sky all of a sudden and destroyed it. That'd sure suck. I know that. Oh man. There's TNT raining down from the sky. What are we gonna do, sheep? What are we gonna do? There's too much TNT around here. Roll credits, please. Okay, hats off to you guys, because you actually survived all of that. I'm sure something died as a result of that, but... wow, that goes far. There's like holes everywhere over here now. I just turned this whole area into Swiss cheese. Or, I could even say the moon, because these are craters, not holes. Now, I think we're only like halfway through with all these TNTs, and we've destroyed a very large area of the map here. We've destroyed probably like a good mile of grass from all these explosions, but that's okay, because there's always more grass. And there's always more plains in South Dakota. Yes, there sure is. Here's spiral TNT. Let's go over here. Let's see what spiral TNT does. Place our bets. What will this do? I'm gonna tell you in a minute, but let's just see it first. Well, it created almost like a honeycomb pattern, except for the middle here. So there's like some grass, and then there's craters entirely surrounding it. This is like a failed artillery strike or something. Grove TNT. Maybe this will upset all of the destruction here. Maybe this will create us a very nice garden with grass, and trees, and whatever's. You know what I mean? Huh, that is exactly what it did. However, there's lava everywhere. This is all going to burn down again, so... sorry. That's okay. We can always use even more of those. Inverted TNT. What will this do? Will it create ground? Or what? Will it invert everything? Let's see. There's a nice clean riverbank over here next to that, so let's use it on it. Oh, that's exactly what it did. It just inverted the ground. It's like one of them patterns, though. That's crazy. It just, like, created... what would you even call something that looks like this? Some weird thing with, like, things going out of it in every direction. Also, as I expected, this grove is burning down. I know. We've created a pretty spectacular area here. We just need a landmark over there. Hopefully this custom TNT will bring us exactly that. Ooh, it's flashing all kinds of different colors.
Boom.
Oh man, that was just a regular crater. Can't believe it. Yeah, this area is definitely getting pretty chaotic. Definitely so. These are just ores. We have sulfur ore, uranium ore, meteorite, which I don't think does anything, and Easter egg, which looks very Irish. What do you guys think it will do? I don't know. Okay. Hey, it's gonna destroy my real estate. Look at all these pumpkins and melons. Well, that's totally not weird, but it makes for a very good landmark that you can't really see. Hey, get out of here! Is this yours? Alright, so we're done with the normal TNTs. There's nothing much to see with these dynamites. These are just ones we've gone over, but like you can throw them. So it has all the same effects, but here's what we're really interested in. TNT gods. Mountaintop removal. I'm not going to get rid of this. This thing's glorious, but we're going to see if we can find some sort of hill in this area that we can just blow the absolute top off. Actually, let's go ahead and put this thing at sea level and see what it does to one of these. Let's open up F3 here. And let's go... okay, that's where it's at. Okay. I demand all this to disappear. Wow. It actually did. Sorry about that. I'm sure I probably won't be forced to pay financial compensation over that. It's only a mountain. Or a hill. I'm sure that'll be fine. I mean, you can't even see that when you're over here. You can't even see that at all. Oh wait, never mind. You actually kind of can. Got distracted. Mankind's mark. This has the logo of a house. So maybe this will spawn like a city or something crazy. Let's see. Let's go right past this little crater. And see, there's already a village over there, so we're gonna see what they think of this. Let's place it, I don't know, somewhere over here. Enlighten me. What does the world have to offer to the world? Ooh, now that is an exquisite specimen if I have ever seen one. It's truly amazing, at least for this version of Minecraft. We have 4 furnaces, 1 crafting table, and let me show you up here. 2 beds with some slabs next to it, and if we go up here, we have several chests and some glass and some glowstone, and a nice balcony for looking down on the peasants. Very nice. You're definitely going to need some sort of beauty to bring into this world after everything we've done to it. It's also very far out the way. Like, if this was a server, if this was 2B2T, you'd be, like, down here, and then everything else is over there, and this, of course, would disappear in, like, 5 minutes. Next on the list of things that will probably cause World War III. Poseidon's Wave. See how we already have all this water everywhere? I don't want to get too crazy with it, but let's go over here by this riverbank again. And we'll play it cool this time. We'll go to the forest and do it. In fact, you see like this little area here with the lake in it and all that. Well, not really a lake, but like a bay. Let's go to the island here in this bay. And let's just do this. I'm sure this will bring no ill will towards any of these trees. It is now suddenly raining. Okay, you know what this is, right? This is a flood. That's pretty crazy. It doesn't do much, but it does make it, you know, raining. So, hey, now where'd you come from? Oh, let me guess, because it made it night too. Anyway, I ain't got time for this. I demand this disappear immediately. Next up is something called Heaven's Gate, and it has a logo of a floating island. So I'm assuming it's going to be even crazier than this. Let's find a nice big chunk of ground that we decided should probably be in the air. Now, like I said, since we don't have any visual landmarks over here, let's go ahead and fix that. We'll go next to this little thingamabob. The squash grater. Fix me an island, please. No? Wait, oh, that's absolutely what I did. This literally lifted up the ground, and I mean it this time. Lifted up all of the ground. Wait, how far out does this go? Wait. Okay, it only goes out this far. That's still a pretty nice area. It's too bad half of it is still this. So we have another floating piece of land over here. Don't mind it, you know. We don't question why the TNT does what it does. Yeah, okay. The next one's definitely going in the forest. I'm sorry, but you guys should probably expect something extremely terrible by what this is telling me. Expect the nether to quite literally spawn in with this one. Like, even more so than the previous nether TNT. Alright, well, please have mercy on this forest. Oh, you're definitely not gonna have any. Oh my goodness. Alright, things. These guys are just chilling out. Oh my goodness. Wow. Nether trees. Look, nether trees. And a broken nether portal. Don't worry, I fixed it for you. Now, This is inevitably going to cause problems, but who even cares? Because it's down here, too. Like I said, I'm not liable for this, okay? If you have any questions, do not ask them. Alright, so that's now 2 floating islands over here. Like you can see that great lava wall. Put some water on it, and you have the great lava cast. Dust bowl. This will be very interesting. I don't know what that was. Light me up a dust bowl, make it go boom. Don't do anything too drastic. I expected a bunch of sand to appear. All I got was dead stuff. I guess that's because it's like the Dust Bowl. You guys remember the Dust Bowl? You probably don't. That's exactly what that was. Hey, why ain't that lava going down? Man, fix that. Okay, that's what I said. Alright, hexahedron. Let's proceed to another area. Where should we go this time? I'm thinking this way. Let's go northwest. Let's do it near the river bend. I'm sure I won't do anything bad. Won't do anything bad now. Oh man, there's a massive cube in the ground. Cube in the ground now. I love causing issues in the environment. Yes, I do. This is how we destroy South Dakota as well. I'm praying on to go up to North Dakota. Hopefully, there's nothing crazy going on up there. Oops, wrong chest. The Revolution. And it looks like France. This could literally do anything at all. It's probably gonna cause a lot of issues. That's all I know. It's already caused enough issues for this area. Let's see. That should be far enough away, right? Please be far enough away. Oh no! Huh. Can we give it up for the Revolution? It even destroyed some of that. There's so many brilliant holes in the ground now, I think I ought to start naming them. I'm gonna name them like they do on the moon. Chicxulub. This is no life of matter. This is named after that one meteor. So we're gonna have to find somewhere very far away from all of this nonsense so that it doesn't cause another nuclear wars. I'm sure that over there is already done. Well, that's okay. Because it hasn't hit North Dakota yet. Or South Dakota as well. Alright. This should be good right here. This should be good. If it isn't, I'm sorry. Let's just go. Whoa! Whoa! It definitely was not far enough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And as for the meteor. Whoa. Yeah. It caused a little bit of damage. Just a little. It didn't like completely destroy this area. Guess you guys should be definitely thanking me that we moved it as far as we did, because wow. This is just truly massive. This is like 100, 200 blocks across. There's meteorites in the thing. But, wow. It even hit over here anyway. It went as far as here. Well, the sun's going down, and very fittingly, I believe I'm just about out of TNTs. Like I said, I'm not going to show any of the dynamites, because there's really no point in that. But, we're out of TNTs. This was the Too Much TNT Mod. I have been your host, the amateur mod reviewer from Nebraska. I will see you in North Dakota for yet another amazing mod review.
Bye.